Just like we all have plastics and other toxins in our body, we also unfortunately tend to have heavy metals, some of us more than others. So if you know that you've had, for example, mercury fillings, which is something that many people have had, or if you've had exposure in the past to spraying of different types of chemicals or lead paint, beware that you're going to need to do even more detoxification. But everybody around is encountering metals. It's being sprayed in the air. It's, again, in environments that we get exposure to. So when you're ready to look at detoxing from metals, you want to make sure first, if you have amalgams, get those out of your mouth. If you want to know where your starting point is, you can do a heavy metal test. That needs to be done with a chelating agent. So metals bind and they end up stuck in our bone and in our tissues. So to just do a basic test doesn't tell us our levels. Typically you have to take an agent that will help pull the metals out and then be able to collect urine is usually how it's done, and have an idea of how much metals that you do have in your body. So a big tip would be get an idea of where you stand, make sure that the amalgams are removed, understand that the process for chelation, which is metal removal, can be a little bit longer. Things like infrared sauna can definitely help. And before you start any kind of a metal detox, you want to make sure your gut is healthy, because if you don't, if you start just pulling metals out and you still have leaky gut, you're just going to recirculate, pull the metal out of the tissue, get it reabsorbed from the gut, and it can actually be more toxic than if you never touched it in the first place.